situation here. Let's see what Darien can do. Stopped by McGee, but put back by Bennett McDermott. That's a goal for the Blue Wave. Jordan with a deep three. No good. Front rim. Jack Tierney with the rebound. Roloff with the three. That's good. Splash.
Cut and turn, and he has now scored his first point.
So J.P. Heron is on the board for Darien and can't get it to go. DeMonicus with the rebound and puts it back up and in. Nice offensive board by Lindsay DeMonicus.
Nice play by Vandenbroek there. Oh, she's good.
Oh, there you go. And there is a short-handed goal by Shea Vandenbroek. The Darien Athletic Foundation is proud to present high school varsity boys basketball tonight from the campus of Darien High School. It's the Darien Blue Wave taking on the Wilton Warriors. Hi everybody, welcome in. I'm Damian Andrew. Thanks for joining us on this DAF media broadcast. So glad you could be with us. Alongside me tonight is none other than John Humphrey, former Middlebury College basketball star. In fact, the all-time leading scorer.
I love when you lead with that,
in
Damian.
Middlebury history.
It's fantastic. Keep going. No, kidding. We got a game to watch.
We have a game to watch. I was just looking over some of our broadcast equipment here. We are just about ready to go. We just broadcast the JV game between these two teams. Wilton won impressively thanks to a frenetic pace and full court pressure pretty much throughout. But this is an important game for both of these teams as Wilton is trying to get into the FCIAC tournament and also make the state playoffs, as is Darien. And we are underway here from the Darien High School Gymnasium. Darien in blue, Wilton in the navy blue, and a nice move underneath by Andrew Darby, but can't get it to go. Here's Jack Tierney for three, and that is good.
Good to see the big stepping out, hitting the three. Not about tempo here. Wilton's going to try to keep the tempo high, try to force some turnovers and hit threes.
No good.
I don't know if I'd get into a track meet with them, though. I'd settle in here.
This is a Wilton team that likes to push the pace. They like to pressure the ball. Henry Williams, strong move to the hoop, and he is fouled.
I like the energy. I like the energy so far. Good start.
And he is going to go to the line. Gets the...
Yeah, I think Wilton not a lot of size for Wilton, so I think they're going to try to create up-tempo. They like to penetrate and kick out for the three. They shoot 26 threes a game on average.
And a nice offensive rebound by Andrew Darby. So Darien up 6 early as they come out strong here in this FCIAC matchup.
They got a lot of length on leading scorer Scott Cunningham. Putting Henry Williams out there puts a lot of length and challenge shots.
Darien comes out in a man-to-man defense.
Got to play him.
And that shot is in and out by Scott Cunningham.
Nah, just a loose ball. Didn't get their hands on it. It's good defensive stance, though, by Darien. I like the pressure, challenging shooters.
And here's Robbie Herman at the line, the senior captain. And that
A
one
moon ball
falls
there.
in.
Gonna bring down rain with that one. Quick substitutions coming in for Wilton. At least they were lined up to.
Wilton is coached by Joel Garriak in his 7th season as the Warriors head coach, has done a terrific job with this program. And you mentioned the substitutions. They will sub a lot. They like to push the pace, as we mentioned at the outset, play up-tempo, and they'll shoot the 3. And if those 3s go down, that can be a dangerous combination.
Yep, and then they'll set up their press. Good challenge by Darien. I like great box out.
There's
Great box
Tierney
out by
in the-
Andrew Darby.
Tierney,
Throw it,
open
McMahon.
floor. The finger roll reminded me a little bit of George Gervin
Yes,
that time.
6'7", same height.
The deep 3 by Cronenberg
That's
is
over the
off.
back.
There's Cunningham.
See, little 5 guys around the perimeter just penetrate and dish back out for the 3. That's what they want to do.
Antonio Brancata with the ball
there's
into
the
the
kick.
lane, kicks it out to Kyle Matala. And Tierney with the rebound.
Wilton's going to need a TO if Darien scores here. I can feel it.
Inside to Tierney, and Cronenberg got a hand on it, but it's off of Tierney.
Big height advantage under there for Tierney, so I like they go with the high-low, looking to lob it over that defense. Nice job. Great job drawing the contact here by Brancato.
Antonio Brancata, the senior guard, he's a transfer from Fairfield Ward. Played for the Mustangs basketball team. And now he's suiting up for the Warriors.
That's a hard thing when you're a three-point shooting team and they're not falling. You know, it's hard to change your style. But they look to isolate one-on-one, get the penetration, and kick back out for the 3. And they're just not hitting their shots right now, Wilton. But I'm not seeing as much pressure as I thought Wilton would put on it. Their man-to-man seems to be laying back in the half court a little bit. Maybe they're not scoring, so they can't put on their press. It's harder to put pressure on when you're not making shots. But we may see them pick up a little bit full court and try to get this pace going a little bit.
We have a break in the action as the scoreboard is not working correctly here. So a break for both of these teams, and this has been a quick start for Darien as they are up 8-1. Damian Andrew alongside John Humphrey, Darien resident and former Middlebury College basketball star, the program's all-time leading scorer there. This is his maiden voyage for the DAF Media Network. Of course, we did the JV game, had a lot of fun doing that game, bringing it to you.
It was a lot of fun.
Want to give a shout out right away to our production crew here. Ted Brennan doing stats, Ethan Haas directing. Camera 1 is Ben Olson, and camera 2 is Jackson Leone. Of course, Jackson Leone and Ben Olson just finished up playing in the JV basketball game here at Darien High School.
Yeah, they didn't like the fact that their performance was caught on video. They let me know that in between games that they were pretty disappointed in the.
Wilton getting the better of Darien in that JV game. Impressive victory for the Warriors is the score clock and scoreboard and the shot clock being readjusted here. We're under 5 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. Darien up 8-1.
I think Coach Garriak may have kicked the cord there a little bit to try to get the stoppage in play and regroup.
We mentioned Wilton's head coach, Joel Garriak, in his 7th season as the Warriors head coach. And Darien, of course, coached by Sheroy Bentley, the former Harding High School basketball star. And then he played at St. Joe's down in Philadelphia in college for Phil Martelli, the longtime head coach down there. And, of course, Joel Garriak went to West Hill, played at West Hill, and then he coached for a long time at New Canaan High School. So he was an assistant coach for the Rams, and both Coach Bentley and Coach Gariak on the sidelines talking to each other, and now we're ready to resume.
Let's see if that break helps either team here. We'll see.
So Brancato at the line. First one rattles in and out as the Darien student section just getting warmed up here.
Just creating a nice little distraction.
Early on in this one. Brancato gets the second one to go down, 8-2.
Well, Wilton wanted to get some subs in after the free throw, and they didn't grant them.
So here we go. Justin Jordan with the ball. He has had a terrific season for the Blue Wave.
Shot clock doesn't seem to be working correctly.
Tierney can't get it to go underneath. Cunningham. Here's Brancato out front.
Yeah,
Kyle Matala goes baseline, up and in.
Got to stop penetration against these guys. You got to fire out at them, but you got to stop penetration as well. It's a controlled intensity.
Will Rolap, far side of the court.
Ooh.
Justin Jordan's backcourt mate. Tierney, the second effort, no good. And that'll be a foul, a push on Rolap.
Yeah, Tierney's got to grab that and go up strong. It's get one-handed. He Coach Coach Bentley's letting him know the same thing, I think.
There's Kyle Matala with the ball. Another captain, another senior.
Good job cutting off the baseline.
Matala rattles in and out. Darby with the rebound. Jordan up ahead to Henry Williams.
Move.
And he lays it up and in. Great head
job.
fake there.
Great. Without traveling, his footwork was great. Accelerated.
Brancato for three, no good.
They really rely on the three-point shot to penetrate and kick back out.
Cunningham kicks it out to Matala. Three is good from the corner, and you can't really give him that shot. He can knock him down from three. Matala hit 43% this season from beyond the three-point arc.
It's really important that Darien contain one-on-one individual defense because you can't help, because if you leave these shooters, they're going to kill you.
You know, you and I talked before the game after talking to Wilton head coach Joel Gariak. You know, both of these teams like to push the pace a little bit.
Yeah.
But it might behoove Darien to slow it down because you really don't want to get into a track meet with Wilton.
Yeah, I like what they're doing right here. They're running down the clock.
Yeah, using some clock here. Of course, no shot clock in Connecticut high school basketball. Rolap, the pull-up, in and out. And here's Cunningham with the ball. 3-on-2. He's going to take it himself. Nice D by Henry Williams. Tierney now in the open floor. He's going to take it himself. Tries to lay it in with the right hand. Can't get it to go. Cross-court pass to Brancato, and that is a big block by Tierney. The big fella getting back on defense, running the floor. And we talked about this in the JV game. Anytime a big fella can run the floor, that is an added bonus to your team.
And I like it. He didn't sulk missing the layup. He got back on defense and made a big play.
So a competitive game early on here between Darien and Wilton, and a nice block again by Tierney as Cunningham denied going to the basket.
Yeah, they got caught him in a mismatch with Cunningham going up against Tierney, but Tierney won that battle.
Wilton 6-3 overall coming in this one, 4-2 in the FCIAC. Darien 3-6 overall, 1-6 in the FCIAC. Looking for that second FCIAC win. Matala's off-balance shot is no good. Kind of forced that one. Here's Cunningham from deep, and he gets it to go, and we are tied at 10, and we've got a good one here, John Humphrey, early on.
With this size, Darien's got to clean up on the boards. I think they're just getting out-hustled a little bit up there. They're not being as aggressive as they need to be. Let's set the high screen here. Ooh.
Jordan, off-balance shot.
That's a tough shot.
Forced it, no good. And here comes Cronenberg the other way. Nick Cronenberg.
He got that kind of range.
Cunningham, deep three, no good. Tierney with the rebound. Gets it to Jordan.
Okay, now we settle, now we settle, now we settle.
And Jordan is a player that Wilton has to keep an eye
Yes.
on because he can get in the paint and he can hit the perimeter jump shot. Under a minute remaining in the opening quarter, we are knotted at 10.
They got a mismatch underneath with Tierney. He can go to work under there.
Mitch Pryor in the game for Darien, of course, the star football player, the running back for the Blue Wave. Henry Williams lets it go. He uncorks the three. It's no good.
He's got numbers.
Cunningham, another three, bounces off the back of the rim. Matala to Cronenberg. That is good as Wilton takes the 13-10
They can score
lead.
in a hurry. They can score in a hurry.
Under 30 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Will Rolap looks like he's going to pull it out
this,
here.
Yep. Good first quarter to the last possession.
Henry Williams, no good.
Good box out. Great box out by Kyle Schiffrin there for Wilton. Mitch Pryor, a big guy out there. He held him on his backside.
Kyle Schiffrin whistled for the foul there.
It's Wilton's ball.
It's Wilton's ball. Oh, it is Wilton's ball. Sorry. I don't know what I was looking at.
All right, we saw one in the JV game. Why not?
Cunningham lets it go with the buzzer, and it is good. Wow. Wow, Scott Cunningham from just inside the midcourt line lets it go, and it is true. 16-10. Couple of late threes in the first quarter for Wilton gives them the 6-point lead after the opening quarter.
We saw one of those in the JV game
Wow.
for Darien.
We did. It was Will Boughton let
Yep,
it go
that's
at the
right.
buzzer up top, deep. Three was good. So it's 16-10 here after the first quarter of play in this varsity boys basketball game between Wilton and Darien. Damian Andrew alongside John Humphrey, the former Middlebury College star. And John, we got to show you this.
Oh, look at that guy.
How about that? What a picture that is. There's John Humphrey back in his glory days at Middlebury College.
Looking a lot more svelte than I am now, I can tell you that
He
much.
is that program's all-time leading scorer, and we are thrilled to have him aboard here with the DAF Media Network.
Overall, a great first quarter for Darien. They can't get discouraged by that desperation three that just went in.
Peter Bradel in the game now for Darien, comes away with that rebound. If the FCIAC playoffs were to start right now, Wilton would be in pretty good shape to secure a spot, but still a lot of season remaining. Off-balance shot by Jordan is no good. Here's Henry Williams. He has a true jumper. Nice looking jump shot. He hits the three, and Darien
Great
within
dirty
three.
work by Mitchell Pryor. Good hustle rebound. Good D.
And you'd expect that after out of a football
Outstanding.
player. One of the top running backs in the state. Now he's banging the boards here for the boys varsity basketball team
Looks
at
like
Darien.
he swallowed a safe.
Yeah, he's in great shape.
Give it to him.
There's Williams up top. Jump step, no good. Ryan Darby with the ball.
Williams can go to work against Cunningham, you know. I think down underneath, there's a big height advantage. I think they ought to isolate him underneath there. There he is.
Williams in the paint.
Good kick out.
Out to Bradel for three. That is good. Peter Bradel off the bench and into the scoring column for
Great
Darien.
inside-out game. Great inside-out game. Good patience by Darien.
Phillips in the corner. Gets it to Cronenberg up top. Right wing, it's good.
That was a nice little curl. They had a double screen down in the low block, a nice little curl to the top of the key.
This is the Wilton system. Pressure the basketball, get its opponent into a track meet, and spot up from 3. Look for the open man from beyond the 3-point arc.
I'd get Henry Williams back on the block again for Darien.
Justin Jordan, long 3's no good. Cronenberg and Darby fighting for it, and Darby is going to be whistled for a foul. So Ryan Darby, of course, his brother is Andrew, 24 and 42. That's a little coincidence there, right?
That's easy for me.
The brothers Darby on the floor for Darien. And
yeah, I thought he was over the back, and then they let that go, and then he got caught with a little grab. I think the refs were going to let him go back on defense, but
into the game now for Wilton is Xavion Azubi, who we saw in the JV game.
Did some nice work.
Special player. And of course, as you pointed out, you like those sweet pink kicks he's got.
Yeah, I don't know what those are, but
there's Cunningham. Deep 3 up top is no good. And Darby, Ryan that is, with the rebound.
Just kick it back out. This is a good job. Darien, just pull it back and let's start again.
Will Rolap with the ball. Of course, he played on the Darien Blue Wave football team. Nice spin move in the lane. Front irons it. And here's Cunningham. Length of the court. No good.
Cunningham looking for a call. I didn't see any contact.
And Darien willing to run with Wilton, and that'll be an offensive foul.
I think I got him a block.
Oh, it's a block. It's going to be a block on Kyle Phillips.
Yeah, he didn't square up his body. He kind of made contact with his, by his side. Good minutes by Mitch Pryor.
This is an important game for Darien, especially. I had the chance to talk to head coach Sheroy Bentley the other day, and he knows his team has to get it going now in the FCIAC if they hope to make the conference tournament. Of course, they made it last year. They were the 2 seed, and they were bounced in the opening round.
I don't like Tierney out on the perimeter here. I think they can do some work inside.
Good box out that time by Kyle Schifrin.
Wilton fundamentally has to do a great job blocking out.
Cunningham, little stutter step, start and stop, and takes it in for 2. He has played well here in the first half of this one. Has Scott Cunningham, the senior guard, shoots it
their leading
49% from beyond the 3-point arc.
Yeah, averages almost 19 a game, so on track tonight.
Azube, the long 3 is no good. Schifrin with the rebound, gets it out to Cunningham, and he misses. And Will Rolap will
did a good possession here, Darien.
Jog it up the floor. Nice steal by Cronenberg. Here's Cunningham. The layup
Darien
is good.
needs a timeout. Yep.
And Sheroy Bentley is going to take one as Wilton has surged to a 23-16 lead here in the first half of this FCIAC boys basketball game. John, your thoughts so far in this one?
Yeah, I like the tempo. I think Darien's keeping the tempo where it wants to be, but I think offensively, I like the matchups with Williams and Tierney inside. Wilton's not a big team. They almost play 4 guards and a forward. So I think, Darien exploited that a couple times with great success, either the high-low or down low and then pop out for an open 3. But just standing around the perimeter for Darien, I don't think is going to get it done. So
Darien jumped out to a quick 8-1 lead in this one. They came out fired up. This is a team that, as I mentioned a few moments ago, really needs to start to get it going in the FCIAC. It doesn't get any easier for Darien. They play Ridgefield on the road Friday, and of course Ridgefield, one of the top teams in the conference, along with Fairfield Ward. Wilton just lost to Fairfield Ward the other night at Fairfield Ward.
Yeah, but it is a big moment in the game right here. You could get it down to 2 or 3, or with Wilton's ability to score in a hurry, this thing could get in double digits easily.
Darien running some clock. Here's Rolap with the ball over to Darby. Kicks it out
a good swing pass
to his brother Ryan.
But
3 is no good.
Size, I think they play so fundamentally sound because they're undersized.
Azubi.
I don't think the coach is going to like a couple of those shots.
Yeah, he forced that one.
Yeah. don't think he's their go-to shooter, and he may get the quick hook here. Azube may be coming out after those 2 shots.
Wilton head coach Joel Gariak told us we are a work in progress. They are 4-2 in the FCIAC. There's Bradle, another
second
3.
one.
So Peter Bradle off the bench, supplying a spark for the Blue Wave in this one. Under 3 minutes remaining in the first half. Wilton up 23-19. There's Antonio Brancato with the ball. He's working on Darby. A lot of these Wilton players played on last year's team that, as we mentioned, made it all the way to the finals of the conference tournament. Here's Schifrin in the paint, no good. Tierney the rebound, and Ryan Darby with the ball.
Darien's forcing Wilton to settle in a little bit on offense, you know, and keeping the game low scoring. I think in the 50s is where Darien needs to keep this game.
We saw this 1-3-1 zone trap here in the JV game.
Yeah,
we're seeing
a
it
lot
again.
of trouble. You got to use that foul line area to reverse the ball. You use ball fakes.
And as we mentioned, having some trouble with the shot clock. You probably see it blinking at the top of your screen here. And again, thanks for joining us on this DAF Media Network broadcast. Damian Andrew alongside John Humphrey.
I'm surprised Wilton doesn't move its defense up a little bit in full court and try to pick up the tempo and create some turnovers. That's a tough shot.
Corner 3, no good.
Got numbers.
By Kyle Heisey. Justin Jordan, and he is fouled. Going to the bucket.
Yeah, a little grab as he went in, and maybe a charge after that, but I think the grab was first.
Wilton obviously had a scouting report, and they have done a nice job on Justin Jordan. He has really not come alive like he has come in previous games this season early on for the Blue Wave.
Yeah, I think Peter Bradle and his 2 threes have surprised. He's not a, known big-time three-point shooter.
Yep.
And he's hit nothing but net on 2 of them.
Yeah. And he's had open looks, and he's knocked them down.
But yeah, if Darien can keep the score this level, the second half, it'll be tight.
The second foul shot slides in. 23-20. Wilton in front. Brancato kicks it out to Matala. And when he is open, he's going to make that shot.
It's just stopping the ball penetration, because then you're forced to help out, and they kick it out. They make you pay by hitting threes.
Like we mentioned, Matala shooting over 40% from beyond the three-point arc.
Back to man-to-man, Wilton.
Jordan in the lane forces the shot, and that's going to be an offensive charge. So Kyle Heisey in position that time to draw the charge. A little bit of an electric atmosphere inside the Darien High School gymnasium this evening. The student body out in
it's a
support
very
of
competitive
their
game
team.
here, and a lot of good play, good intensity.
Both head coaches working the sidelines. Here's Brancato, kicks it out to Heisey, and Heisey makes the 3. And right now, Wilton
you just got to
is
stop
raining
dribble
threes.
penetration. You got to stop dribble penetration.
Bradle baseline.
Easier said than done.
Williams.
Good box out.
Can't get that to go.
They can score in a hurry.
Matala up ahead to Heisey, and Heisey is going to be fouled, I believe, by Tierney.
Yeah, it's Tierney, and then Bradle came in with the block, but I think Tierney got him.
Henry Williams of Darien missed that last jumper, but boy, he has a sweet-looking stroke when he squares up.
And quite a baseball player, too.
Yeah.
He's a baseball pitcher who I think is playing at the next level at Duke, is what I heard.
Justin Jordan, also a baseball player. In fact, Justin Jordan did not play basketball last year to concentrate on baseball.
Is that right?
So here he is playing, and he's the leading scorer for the Blue Wave this season. 17.2 seconds left. Wilton up 9, thanks to a barrage of threes.
Yeah, but things aren't coming easy for Wilton. This is very workmanlike. They're working for every possession. It's not they're just standing around the perimeter. They got to penetrate to create that space.
And he gets it to go down.
Well, full court press here by Wilton. Maybe get a turnover. Or at least use some clock bringing up the ball.
Williams looking for a teammate,
Nice move.
and he goes up and under and banks it in.
Watch out. We saw this at the end of the first quarter.
Matala kicks it out, and really he needed to take that shot. Didn't have enough time to kick it out to Kyle Heisey. And that'll do it for the half. Wilton up 30-22. John, your thoughts?
Yeah, I think both teams go into the halftime, pleased with where they are. I think Darien's happy with the score where it is. I think Wilton wants to get the game into the 70s. They missed a lot of early shots. I don't think Darien can't go to a zone. They'd get buried in a zone. So I think they have to stay man to man, and it's just containing one-on-one penetration, because they're going to need help, and they're going to kick it out and bury threes.
Well, an entertaining first half to say the least, as Darien got off to a quick start, up 8-1 out of the gate, and then Wilton climbed back in it, and they have an 8-point lead at the half. We are going to take a quick break, and we will be back for second half action on the DAF Media Network. We are at the half here on the DAF Media Network, high school varsity boys basketball. Wilton leads Darien 30-22 in this FCIAC matchup. And joining me right now at the half is our statistician, DAF Media's Ted Brennan. And Ted, a fast start by the Blue Wave, but then Wilton able to get back in it thanks to their pressure and pushing the pace. What can you tell me stats-wise from the first half?
Well, you're right, Damien. Wilton definitely took over behind Scott Cunningham, who has 10 points, although he's shooting a very poor 4 for 13 while tallying 1 assist and 3 rebounds. He's also the leading rebounder for this Wilton Warriors team. For the Darien Blue Wave, Henry Williams also has 10 points, but he's shooting a much better 4 for 7. Jack Tierney with 6 rebounds. Justin Jordan, Henry Williams, and Ryan Darby each tallying 1 assist.
Thank you, Ted Brennan. We are at the half here. Wilton up 30-22 on Darien. We will be back with second half action on the DAF Media Network. We are just about to start the second half of this DAF Media Network broadcast of high school boys basketball between Darien and Wilton. Damian Andrew alongside John Humphrey. So glad you could join us tonight for this one. FCIAC matchup as Jack Tierney opens the scoring in the second half for the Blue Wave.
I like that, Darien going right inside. I think the big should be on the inside, not around the perimeter. It's a good start. Wilton looking to unleash some threes. Ooh, that's deep.
It is deep, and he'll take it and make it. Nick Cronenberg.
He's got that look like I make these all the time.
The junior guard, his brother Matt played last year on that dynamic Wilton team. Tierney triple teamed. And Jordan almost comes crashing into our broadcast location.
Now,
Good hustle
Tierney
play
had
by
a good
Jordan.
look at Henry Williams if he had given a quick look underneath. There was a double coming. Something to look out for.
Just underway here in the second half of this one. Wilton Darien. Here's Cronenberg again. This time he goes to the basket. No good. Tierney clears it, and he dribbles it up the floor.
Give it up, big man.
And he is stripped, and it's a 3-on-1 situation for Wilton. It's Cunningham, no good underneath. And it's going to be a timeout, Darien.
Smart play. He was trapped in the by the baseline. I think Tierney's got to give that ball up. They'll give it back to him.
So Sheroy Bentley calls the timeout.
I didn't usually give it back to my big man.
You kept it and shot it, right?
Yeah, the give and go to you know what.
Sheroy Bentley, of course, we mentioned he played at Harding High School, led them to an FCIAC championship his junior year. And his dad, Charlie, won 651 games as a high school basketball coach here in Connecticut at Harding High School. Of course, Sheroy played for his dad. And at the time of his retirement, he had the second most wins in state history, did Charlie Bentley. Also won 9 state titles at Harding High School. Coached some great players like Charles Smith.
I don't know. I always ask this. Did John Bagley also go to Harding? I forget.
John Bagley did go to Harding, and as you and I were talking on the phone the other day, John Bagley is now back at his alma mater as the head coach of Harding High School.
Yeah.
Of course, Harding no longer in the FCIAC.
Yeah, Bagley, a great career at BC, and then a nice career in the NBA as well with the Cavaliers, and had some time with the Celtics. Unnecessary turnover by Darien there. It's just not. Just don't need it. You got to stay in the game here. Darien picking up the pressure a little bit here.
33-24 Wilton. The Warriors in the blue jerseys going from right to left on your screen. Here's Matala into the lane. The scoop shot's no good. Henry Williams comes away with it. Darien in the white, moving from left to right on your screen. So glad you could be with us on this DAF media broadcast. Will Rolap with the ball up top. Rolap being guarded by Matala. And that'll be off of Matala as he got a hand in there. Knocked the ball away.
Good recovery. I think he got beat off the dribble a little bit there, but nice recovery by Matala.
And a good crowd here at Darien High School. Fans still filing in for this one. Justin Jordan with the ball. Will Rolap in the corner. The pull-up jumper is too strong. Peter Bradle with the rebound. Henry Williams spots up. No good. And Scott Cunningham comes down with it. And Cronenberg was looking for Brancato in the corner, but he throws it away. And substitutions for Wilton.
I think this substitution allows them to keep up the defensive pressure that we've been talking about all night.
Absolutely. Great point. If you're going to play like this at this pace, you need fresh bodies.
Yep.
Because I don't know how many sprints or suicides you run during practice. You can't go with just 5 guys playing this kind of pace the entire game.
It was the first good look Justin Jordan's had all night from the corner for Darien.
Loose ball on the floor. Wilton comes away with it. Cunningham working on Henry Williams as Darien is in the man-to-man. Off-balance shot.
Force, yeah.
Yeah, he forced it. Jordan in the open floor. And he is on the scoreboard.
Yeah, the Darien bench wanted the and one there. Didn't get it, but nice strong move.
Long three. Rattles in. Ryan Schreiber. We called his name a couple times in the JV game that preceded this one. And Ryan Schreiber gets the 3 to go down. DAF Media, by the way, broadcasting the boys' swim meet tomorrow against Wilton from the Darien YMCA. Back to the action here. Wilton up 10. Jordan with the basketball. Here's Williams at the foul line. Kicks it out to Darby.
Williams should reset in the post there.
Bradle, and he is fouled, trying to pass the ball to Rolap. He's fouled by Cunningham. You know, we mentioned Peter Bradel. He gave Darien a huge lift in the first half with a couple of big threes.
Yep. His dad and uncle are Middlebury alums as well. Just a little Middlebury plug there.
Ah, there you go. How about that?
Father Tommy and Rob Bradel was a great linebacker at Middlebury.
Did not know the Bradels attended Middlebury. Any opportunity to plug the alma mater, right, John?
Of course. Go Panthers.
And Jordan a little out of control, taken away by Phillips.
Oh, that's
but
a great
hustle play. Yeah, he took the words right out of my mouth by Henry Williams getting back on defense.
I was watching his eyes when the play started, and he just ramped it up to another level. Didn't give up on the play.
Phillips gets it to Cunningham, and he'll pull it out as Wilton resets its offense. Here's Matala, baseline, a little out of control.
Yeah, good help by Pryor.
Pryor with the rebound. He's done a nice job on the boards tonight for Darien. Henry Williams, long three is good. So
good square
Henry
up in
Williams,
transition.
Yeah, he's got such a nice form on his jump shot.
Yeah, he
John.
gathered himself. There's a tendency to move laterally when you're in the fast break like that, and he gathered himself and went up and down with a nice shot. You know, Darien within striking distance. I think they got to be happy with where they are right now, but Wilton can score in a hurry, so you can't relax on any possessions against Wilton.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. Coach Gariak said his team needs to play fast, but they need to play smart. It's a really entertaining game, John.
Very much
Fun
so.
to watch.
Very much so. Both teams playing real hard, real quality basketball here. High quality basketball. We'll try this again.
Matala. And a little too much body that time by Pryor.
It's a lot of body.
Yeah, he's a big boy. And he thought he got all ball on that, but
you think about his lateral quickness. That's great foot speed. He's guarding a very talented guard up top in Matala, and I think did a nice job defensively.
One of the top running backs in the state of Connecticut, played for the Darien Blue Wave football team in the fall, helped them win their third straight state championship. What an achievement that is. Not many programs in the state can say that.
Yeah, he's a workhorse as a running back.
He certainly is. Big north to south runner.
Yep.
As you would expect.
Yeah, and he fights for extra yards. That's what he did. He got a lot of yards after contact.
Yep. I saw his dad walk in front of our broadcast location moments ago, so he's in attendance. Outlet to Darby, and he is fouled by Zach Posey. Another name we called a lot in the JV game. Zach Posey seeing some minutes here for the varsity.
Peter Brader, a la Grant Hill there with the long
the
football pass. Those are hard to throw.
Yep, absolutely.
I've seen a lot of curveballs, people trying to throw a basketball in my day.
Of course, John Humphrey referring to that great baseball pass by Grant Hill to Christian Leitner in one of the great games in NCAA tournament history. Duke, Kentucky, and
greatest game I've ever seen.
Duke wins it at the buzzer.
Greatest college game I've seen. I don't know if this, probably the greatest game I've ever seen. Very entertaining.
Off the front of the rim. Kyle Matala gets it to Cunningham. Boy, when Cunningham makes a move, he makes a move. No hesitation.
And you got to watch his step back. He's got a step back in his arsenal, too.
Schifrin, and he is fouled by Justin Jordan. I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you, how many points did you score at Middlebury College?
1,844, although I wanted to score more. A field goals attempted record is safe.
First foul shot goes down for Schifrin.
But I always told my coach I was feeling it, just ready to heat up at any moment. Play the percentages.
Never met a shot you didn't like, right, John?
If I missed 5 in a row, chances are I'm going to hit the next one.
So glad to have John Humphrey dropping his knowledge on this DAF Media Network broadcast. Our production crew, Ethan Haas directing, Ben Olson on camera 1, Jackson Leone camera 2, and Ted Brennan doing our stats.
Wilton recovers really well on
They
defense in transition.
Tierney the 3.
Good
Gets his
hustle by
own
Brado.
rebound. Jordan,
Tough
off-balance shot is good. Justin Jordan.
Yeah, he's had a hard time getting going tonight. Wilton's done a great job defending him.
Thanks to all of you who are watching this DAF Media broadcast of high school varsity boys basketball between Darien and Wilton. Here's Brancato, and he is blocked
A lot of
by
hands
Tierney.
in there, but no call.
Looked like Tierney got a little bit more than all ball.
There's a couple grabs in there. But watch, Wilton will pop a 3 in and be happy about it.
And Nick Cronenberg, very heads-up play, running out of time to get the ball in bounds, and he calls a quick timeout. So,
Darien's still hanging around.
competitive game,
Yep.
good game here in the FCIAC, and as we mentioned at the outset, a game that really is important for both teams as Wilton tries to continue to stay in the FCIAC playoff picture, and Darien at 1-6 in the conference, they really need wins, and
Yep.
they need wins in a hurry.
Yeah, if they could pull off, obviously, a victory here, and I still think, they've put together a real nice game plan here and executed real well so far. So you got to keep it within striking distance.
Doesn't get any easier for either of these teams on the floor tonight. Wilton plays Trinity Catholic on Friday. The Crusaders having another good season, of course, coached by the legendary head coach, Hall of Famer Mike Walsh. And Darien will next play at Ridgefield on Friday, and that is never an easy place to play in Ridgefield. Matala, the 3 is
been
true.
the killer. He's been just on fire tonight. That's a big-time shot. Big possessions here for Darien.
And Tierney is stripped of the ball by Matala. And Matala underneath the basket, and an ill-advised pass there that is intercepted by Justin Jordan.
I'd like to see Tierney down on the block, not out on the perimeter.
Jordan, no good. Will Rolap gets it on the tap out, and Tierney is fouled down low. So it's Justin Jordan, Henry Williams, Will Rolap, Jack Tierney, and Ryan Darby on the floor for the Blue Wave right now as Darien head coach Sheroy Bentley tries to find some kind of formula to get it going here as his team is down.
Yeah, there's no easy shots for Darien. I think Wilton does a great job of helping, recovering, switching if they have to, jumping out at shooters. I think they do a real nice job given how undersized they are, just fundamentally how sound they are, both, rebounding as well as just man-up defense.
Well, head coach Joel Jeriak definitely has a system, and we have seen it on display in both the varsity game tonight and the JV game beforehand. There's Brancato. He took some steps there. And substitutions for Wilton. Cronenberg, Phillips, Schreiber, Cunningham, and Heisey on the floor for the Warriors. Henry Williams, deep 3 is good.
He's got to get going. He needs more looks.
That was a big three there as Darien tries to get back in this game. Cunningham will pull it out.
I'd give him some room up there. You don't need to play him that closely.
And he just threw that up. He's going to be called for steps, traveling violation.
He thinks there's a foul. Cunningham thinks he got fouled. They called the foul.
So does Joel Gariak. He's pleading his case to the official.
I don't know if travel was the right call there, but.
Here comes Peter Bradle into the game for Justin Jordan. Justin Jordan looks like he may have gotten poked in the eye.
Push. You got to go.
Darby to Bradle.
Oh, great job.
And that is a pretty play. A little too strong there. Tierney tries to get it up and in. Time running out here, and it is going to expire on Darien. Couldn't get off a shot at the buzzer. And after three, it is 43-34. Wilton in front by 9.
Yeah, it's hard for Darien to sort of bridge this gap. They can't really move the tempo up or try to press. I think they'll get burned in transition, but just got to keep plugging away possession by possession.
So it should be an interesting final 8 minutes here, John Humphrey, between these two teams.
Yeah, that was big. If they had been able to put that basket in, cut it to 7, get a little momentum going in the fourth quarter.
Got to show you this picture. I found this in the archives, too. How about that, huh? Good smile there.
Look at that head of hair, too.
I was just going to say that. How about that head of hair?
Still not bad, but
do you get back
like
up
Bobby
to
Brady?
Do you get back up to Middlebury much?
I did after I graduated. We actually used to go up and scrimmage the varsity. Some alums would go up and scrimmage, and then we'd hang out with the team a lot. So I stay in touch. My coach is an assistant coach there. Jeff Brown, the head coach, I played against. Actually, he played at Vermont. So we I help some of the ex-players when they need help in the city.
There's your former head coach right there.
There's Russ Riley, longtime coach of Middlebury. But yeah, so some of the kids, some of the players after they graduate, they'll come into the city and try to help them with career paths and what have you in the finance industry.
That's great. That's great. So Will Rolap with the ball, being guarded by Scott Cunningham. Darien down 9. Henry Williams short on the jumper.
He just short-armed that.
Looked like he was a little uncertain as he went up to release that jumper. Cunningham is all over the floor.
No.
When he has the ball and when he doesn't. Schifrin, tough shot, and it's good.
Muscles his way in there.
45-34 Wilton. Tierney beyond the three-point arc.
I think he had to reset himself under the block.
Rolap.
I think he got bailed out there.
Yeah, tough shot. 3 defenders really on him.
Well, it's interesting that shot by Williams. It's that lost art of the mid-range jumper, right?
Yeah.
It's either 3 or go to the basket, and that 15, 17-footer, that tweener is kind of what a lot of players these days have difficulty with.
Robbie Herman whistled for the foul. Rolap gets the first free throw. And he gets them both.
Yeah, see, Darien really can't step up and put any defensive pressure because I think they'll get burned in transition. So, half-court defense. Don't need to speed up.
Wilton stays in a man-to-man defense. Williams off-balance shot, no good.
Yeah, Wilton does a great job rebounding. They just do positioning-wise. They're such great position.
Well, and we talked to Coach Gariak before the game as Cronenberg hits the floater in the lane. He said rebounding hasn't been a strong suit of his team this season.
It's probably something they're working on because positioning-wise, they look great. Fundamentally, they look great against a much bigger Darien team.
Rolap, the left-handed layup is off the front of the iron.
Darien's just having trouble finishing here.
Matala lets it go. No good. Tierney the rebound. And the interception that time by Cunningham as he comes up with the steal. Here's Cronenberg.
That's a tough shot.
Tough shot with the left hand. You know, Nick Cronenberg's brother, Matt, was a big part of Wilton's team last year. Terrific guard. And Bradle, the hustle underneath. And he puts it back up and in. He is fired up. He has played well in spurts for Darien off the bench in this one.
Yeah, he's having a nice night with 8 points. Got to play him.
Cunningham, no good. Wilton up 9.
Big possession right here for Darien.
And that's a travel on Will Rolap.
It's great defense by Cunningham. Could have had him with a push-off as well. Could have had Rolap with a push-off.
Will Rolap, John, one of a number of former football players, or I should say football players, on the Darien basketball team this season. Sheroy Bentley has had a number of players on this year's team to work with, including Bradle, Rolap, Pryor. And another tough basket by Schifrin. He wanted a foul, too.
He better watch himself. He's going to get teed up.
And Darby couldn't hold on to that one. And that is going to be a foul on Darby.
Yeah, when possessions matter like this, you just can't have these silly turnovers. You take care of the ball. Okay, Darien looks like it's going to put a little more pressure, a little full-court man-to-man pressure here.
Wilton's lead now 11, as they have led throughout the second half.
Very workmanlike effort tonight by Wilton.
Yes. Here's Schifrin from the corner, showing off his range.
I mean, look at it. They got a 5'8" guy in there.
Rebound. 4 Darien white shirts around Cronenberg,
Nick Cronenberg's a 5'8" guard.
Rebound.
Just, you know, almost just out hustling Darien, or better anticipation of where the ball's going. Don't need to pressure him out there.
Darien and a man-to-man.
They're trying to exploit this matchup. That's a foul.
And that'll be on Justin Jordan.
Yeah, they're trying to get Jordan on switches and then isolate him down on the low block. You know, Robbie Herman took him right down to the low block as Darien was forced to switch.
There's Herman, banks it in.
Oh, he's still upset at the ref. Still wants that call.
Henry Williams up top, lets it fly, front of the iron.
Yeah.
And he's fouled.
Good foul.
As he gets his own rebound.
Yeah.
Nice effort by Henry Williams. And he has what you call, John Humphrey, a pretty jump shot.
Yes, he did. Great rotation. Locates the ball well on his forehead. Look at that. And he missed. Of course he's going to miss it. We jinxed him, right?
Sheroy Bentley with a very pensive look over on the sideline as he tries to figure out this Wilton riddle here.
Yeah, they're going to try to step up. Yeah, I think they went to a 1-2-2 press there, or it was man-to-man, but I think Wilton didn't like the look of it and called a quick timeout.
And he's got to figure out the riddle soon, because this one's getting away from Darien, down 51-39 with 3:38 remaining in the game. Damian Andrew alongside John Humphrey. So glad you could join us on this DAF Media broadcast. Shout out to our production crew, Ethan Haas, our director, Ted Brennan on stats, Ben Olson, camera 1, and Jackson Leone, camera 2, doing a great job. Well, John, it has been fun. I
it's
told
been
you.
a blast.
I told you it would be. It's been fun having the
it's a lot of
Middlebury
fun.
College,
Yeah.
former Middlebury College star on the broadcast tonight. We're going to have to do this again sometime.
Oh, absolutely. My family's sick of me trying to, being a commentator in the house, so I might as well do it live, right?
Doing a great job.
Oh, thank you. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, this game started out. This was a barn burner early on. Darien jumped out to the early lead, 8-1, and then about midway through the first half, thanks to some big threes,
Barrage,
a barrage of threes, Wilton kind of climbed back in this, took the lead, and they have not trailed since.
Yeah, those are daggers, just 3 after 3 after 3. And they shoot such a high percentage, too.
Darien pressuring the ball. Wilton gets it across half court. Here's Matala. Cronenberg, and it looks like Wilton
Watch the back door there.
use some clock, maybe not.
Ooh, that's a tough shot.
Tough shot by Matala,
yeah.
but he gets it to
He's
go.
been clutch every time they need a big shot tonight.
Henry Williams answers with a 3. So Henry Williams a big 3 as Darien continues to pressure the basketball. Matala for 3. In and out. Here's Darby. He wanted to push it up
That
the floor,
would've
but
been
thought
big.
better of it. Gets it to Jordan.
Well, you got to push the tempo a little bit. There's 2:49 left. You got to start. Possessions need to go quick. You can't settle in here. Got to go.
Roll up for 3. And he gets it to go.
All right, got a life in him.
And hold on
Yep.
as Darien trying to creep back in this one.
Get it from behind.
Cronenberg for 3. And
right.
that'll be an air ball out of bounds, and it'll be Darien ball. So the atmosphere in this gymnasium has come alive the last
Coach Bentley going offense,
minute.
defense, bringing back in Bradle. He's hit a couple big threes tonight.
Williams and Rolap with 2 big threes for Darien, and they are back
The
in this
great
game.
equalizer, the three-pointer.
It certainly is. My dad used to say if you're within 10 with 1:30 left, you've still got a chance.
Yeah.
2:10 remaining.
Gotta go.
Darien down 8.
Gotta go.
Rolap inside of the 3-point line. He's starting to heat up.
Yeah, that's a tough shot. That was a nice shot there.
The Wilton lead
Very
is
much
trimmed
under
to
control.
6.
Don't need to foul. Don't need to foul.
And Joel
Good
Gariak wants a timeout. He'll take one. It's a 30-second timeout. Wilton clinging to a 6-point lead, up 53-47.
Still 5 team fouls for both teams, so Darien still has a foul to give.
Just told by our statistician, Ted Brennan, that Will Rolap has 7 points, including a 3, which we just saw moments ago. He's starting to get it going here late in this game, and they need it.
Yeah, that was a great shot on the baseline, a hard dribble, get the defender to retreat, but able to gather yourself without having your momentum carry too much forward. So Darien's got a foul to give here, so I think you deny hard and try to get a double, try to get a quick double team. And if not, then I think you start fouling a little bit.
So
Now double.
Brancato in the corner goes baseline. Out to Matala, and he gets it to Cunningham. Cross-court pass to Brancato. There's Matala.
All right, you got to come out.
And Wilton content to milk some clock here.
I think
Why not?
an attempt by Rolap to foul there. I don't think they called it. Oh,
Almost,
got a hand
and
on
the
it.
steal by Jordan. Takes it in, and he gets it to go.
Yeah, 4-point
And
game.
it's a 4-point game just like that as Darien is back in this. There's Cunningham. And Wilton will run clock again. Remember, no shot clock in high school basketball in Connecticut.
Give it to him.
There's Jordan underneath, and it's down to
Yeah,
2,
Wilton
and
needs
Joe
a timeout.
Gariak wants a timeout. Wow, what a game.
What a run.
What a run by Darien here in the final 3 minutes of this one.
I know. I keep telling them to foul, and they ignore me and keep getting turnovers. So.
They have just played solid defense, trapping the ball near midcourt, and it has forced a couple of turnovers here. And we've got ourselves a 2-point game with under 50 seconds left, John Humphrey. John Humphrey, you wanted an exciting game.
Yes,
and you
I got
one.
The freshman game, JV game, were a little one-sided, so this is fantastic. You can really get into the strategy here. Of course, my strategy seems to be incorrect, but
your strategy, as you've been telling me when you played, was C-ball, shoot ball,
right?
right?
Exactly. Just make more points than the guy guarding you, and then if everyone does that, we win. All right, so if I'm Darien, I think I still try to deny. Obviously, to try and deny the ball and get a trap in the front court here, in the back court. Excuse me.
I was just going to ask you. Beat me to the punch. I was just going to ask you to put on your coaching hat.
I think
you gave it to me.
You know, a little face guard here.
Yep.
And then a double team. If you can get them to catch the ball in the corner,
Yep.
I think that's where you want to see a trap.
Yep.
That's hard in the middle of the floor. I think I'd go trap right here.
And I have a feeling.
Don't be afraid to foul. Don't be afraid to foul. Ooh, nice crossover.
Free throws
Trap them right there.
could decide this one.
Oh!
Oh, and Pryor almost had a steal. There's Brancato
Now you
in
got
the
to start
corner.
fouling a little bit. Got to foul.
And Wilton playing keep away right now as
Pryor almost had the
Pryor
steal.
commits the foul, but Mitchell Pryor nearly had himself a steal. Great defensive effort.
So there's still one more for the bonus, right? Yep. So I think you got to deny here, and then you got a quick foul.
27.4 seconds remaining. 53-51 Wilton.
Now you got to look at who's a free throw shooter.
They have so many
I
good
know, it's
shooters,
ridiculous.
John.
I was
It's
just looking
hard
at it.
to.
Well, actually, Brancato's a 61% free throw shooter. Cronenberg at 88. You don't want to go near him. Cunningham's near 80. I think this is the right guy.
Peter Bradel checks into the game, giving Mitchell Pryor a breather.
Yeah, I think it's at 61, and now you freeze him a little bit. Perfect for Darien.
And we've got a timeout.
Got to keep this broadcast neutral. I got to watch myself here.
And timeout. I believe it's a full timeout.
Yeah, so 1-1.
So, John, 53-51, Wilton in front. What an effort to get back in this game by Darien defensively.
Yep. Defensively, some big shots by Henry Williams, some great steals. Yep. Some turnovers. Uncharacteristic, turnovers by Wilton because they do a great job of taking care of the ball. They're a guard-oriented team. They played together for a long time, both JV last year and some varsity last year. So it's sort of surprising that they've, had so many turnovers down the stretch.
These are two programs that haven't had a lot of history in the state tournament. Wilton's only made one trip to the state finals. That was all the way back in 1968. They lost to Middletown by 3. And Darien's been to the state finals 3 times. The last time was in 1958. They won it all. So it's been a while for both of these programs, although both programs have had some recent success.
Yeah, that's before lacrosse existed. That's why. All right, big free throw here. I think it'll change what you want to do. Nope.
Misses it. And Justin Jordan comes down with the rebound. Here we go. 21 seconds left. Darien down 2. Wilton in a man-to-man defense. And the pass is tipped, gets it to Bradel, and then Bradel jump pass to Darby, who was open, but he wasn't expecting it, and it goes out of bounds. So Wilton has the ball with 12.2 seconds remaining.
Same thing. You got to, deny your man the ball, look for a steal, and then a quick trap and a foul.
So full court pressure here by Wilton. And that is going to be a timeout by Gariak just as Brancato was about to inbound that ball.
I thought, it's interesting they have Brancato throwing the ball in. Maybe they don't want him as the free throw shooter given he's the weakest one out there. I think Matala's, in the 80s.
Wilton's head coach, Joel Garriak, has done a terrific job with the program, really trying to install his system and build a program. They've had a lot of success in recent years. Of course, made it to the finals of the FCIAC tournament a year ago and lost to Ridgefield in just a great game at Alumni Hall on the campus of Fairfield University. That was a special game.
Yeah.
And his assistant coach is Brandon Tagano. He has been with them all the way at Wilton.
Well, a game in the 50s. I think that's what we had talked about. Was,
Yep.
you know, I think Wilton wanted a game in the 70s.
Yep.
To probably get their high-powered offense going, and we've got a game in the 50s, and it's a 2-point game.
If Wilton can pull out this win, they will run out of this gym and hide and just run right on the bus, because Darien has given them everything they could ask for and more.
Win ugly than lose pretty.
That's right.
So same thing here. May want to switch on some of these screens that they're setting here.
They get it into Cronenberg, and he is fouled immediately by Rolap, and probably, as you alluded to moments ago, probably not the guy you want to have on the free throw line.
By my
if you're
account,
Darien.
an 88% free throw shooter. So.
But that was a quick foul.
Yes.
Only a second and change off the clock.
It's not like the NBA where you call a timeout and advance the ball to half court, unfortunately, for Darien.
Yeah, right. So Cronenberg at the line, 1-and-1 situation.
Gonna ice him a little bit, make him think.
And that'll be a timeout called by Sheroy Bentley.
That's a full. No.
The Darien head coach. Full timeout. 11.1 seconds remaining. 53-51 Wilton.
Yeah, so if he hits one, obviously you need to set up and try to get a three. And then it becomes down to a question, does Wilton foul? You know, being up 3 and not letting him even get off a three-point shot.
Great point.
You've seen a lot of coaches move to that strategy, you know, under 10 seconds left, move to foul, put him on the line and not give him a chance to shoot the 3.
Great point.
If he makes 2, you know, you just push, try and score, quick timeout, and then we'll be back where we started.
It seems like moments ago, Wilton had a commanding 13-point lead in this game.
Yeah.
And boy, did it wither away quickly.
Yeah, I mean, just some great, you know, amoeba defense by Darien, forcing turnovers and really to put some pressure on Wilton, where they're usually the ones exerting a lot of the defensive pressure. A lot of wiping of the soles of the feet there. So. By Cronenberg.
Yeah, he doesn't have the fancy kicks that Azubi
has the pink kicks.
The pink kicks. He's the only one on that Wilton team with the pink sneaks. Here's Cronenberg.
Oh!
Bounces off the back of the iron. Brado with the ball gets it to Jordan in the open floor. He's going to take it all the way himself. He got fouled. Darby.
That's it. Oh!
Time will run out. And Sheroy Bentley can't believe it.
I think the refs just swallowed their whistles there. And
they let him play. No foul called late. And that's the way this one will end, as we see Mitchell Pryor in disbelief on the sideline. Darien loses by 2. No foul called late in the game. It certainly looked like Justin Jordan was fouled. There was some contact there, but Darien comes up short in what was a terrific finish to this basketball game. The Blue Wave, unfortunately for them, fall to 1-7 in the FCIAC, and Wilton improves.
Yeah, you can't say you got homered if you're Darien.
No, absolutely not.
At your home court, you think you sometimes get those calls, but
that was a tough situation at the end of that game, as no foul is called, and that's the way it'll end. 53-51. Wilton comes into the high school gym here at Darien and comes away with a 2-point victory, and that will go a long way for Wilton as this season moves ahead.
Yep, it's a tough win, but a good win, and hopefully for Darien, it's something to build on.
Well,
we played a very competitive game.
We certainly got an entertaining game. John Humphrey, final thoughts on this one. Obviously, a game where Darien started strong. Wilton then surged to the lead, and that's the way it stood until about 3 minutes remaining in the game, and then Darien, thanks to some really great pressure defense and some big threes by Henry Williams and Will Rolap, they get back in this one and nearly pull off the come-from-behind win.
Yeah, Darien always was in striking distance. It never really mushroomed into a 15, 17-point lead. It always was 7 or 9, and I think Darien, kept it close. And then, again, was able to force some turnovers and, could have pulled out a really, really, really impressive victory.
Yeah, no, it was a terrific game. Shout out to our entire production crew. Ben Olson on camera 1, Jackson Leone camera 2. Our director was Ethan Haas, did a terrific job. And of course, our statistician, Ted Brennan. 4, John Humphrey.
Damian, thank you.
It's
that
been
was
awesome.
Really fun.
We will do it again, my friend. For John Humphrey, I am Damian Andrew. This has been a production of the Darien Athletic Foundation. Again, Wilton beats Darien 53-51 in high school boys varsity basketball. Have a great night, everybody.